that the strain is so bad that Doria Ragland has said enough is enough. I'm moving out of Montecito.
Well, she probably is so used to being a diva that she would be shouting at her mother, "Why didn't you put them on this toast? Why haven't you played them? Why haven't they had their breakfast, dinner, supper, tea?" She would get cross and start treating her as if she was employed.
Meghan Markle's mom, Doria Ragland, has done what nobody expected. She packed her bags and walked out of Harry and Meghan's Montecito mansion after a long 18 months under their roof. Doria was living with Meghan to support her through royal drama, business failures, and endless family tensions. But Meghan reportedly treated her as a slave, so Doria finally chose peace and freedom over being weighed down by Meghan's constant complaints and demands.
Used her mom to care for her kids, and sources tell us even her own mother got so sick of her constant moaning and drama she had to flee the luxury home. Insiders say Ragland's departure has left Markle 43 and Prince Harry 40 struggling to adjust without her.
For years, Doria has been Meghan's rock. Through all the chaos of the royal exit, the $20 million loss, the cancellation of Spotify and Netflix deals, Doria was the one person who stayed firmly by Meghan's side. But instead of being grateful, Meghan treated her like any other staff member. Doria said that she feels used.
Without her, the 68-year-old yoga teacher had moved into the Sussex's sprawling Californian mansion in 2024 to help them through a difficult patch marked by professional setbacks and personal challenges. That's the understatement of the year.
When Meghan was at her lowest, Doria stepped in, and she wasn't just babysitting Archie and Lilibet, she was the emotional glue holding the household together. Even Harry grew attached, treating his mother-in-law as a second mom. By all accounts, for a while, it was working.
Meghan is deeply upset about her mother leaving. She even pleaded, "Don't leave me," as she walked out the door with her suitcases. Harry also regarded Doria as a mother figure, and both are feeling her absence.
Behind the smiling photos and polished public image, Doria's life inside Montecito was not the fairy tale everyone imagined. Insiders claim she wasn't living like a respected mother, she was living like a nanny. Whenever Harry and Meghan jetted off on one of their self-appointed assignments, guess who was left behind to run the house? Doria. She was the one cleaning up, watching Archie and Lilibet, and making sure everything stayed in order while the couple chased cameras and opportunities. And it didn't stop there.
And I think she's got fed up with Meghan being a sort of a grandiose human being and not accepting that she would like to do her own things. If she still wants to do yoga, but she can't, because if Meghan said, "I'm going out, you'll have to be here." So it must have, over the time, got very, very annoying for her.
Whenever Meghan and Harry's marriage hit rocky patches, because they've had their share of heated disagreements, Doria was expected to step in as the mediator. She'd offer advice, smooth over arguments, and try to guide them through yet another family crisis. For months, she was the one plugging the cracks in their relationship, all while managing the household. But there's only so much one woman can take. Sources say Doria grew exhausted by Meghan's constant whining, the endless drama, and the insatiable demands that no human could ever fulfill. It got to her neck, and after 18 months of being pulled in every direction, she finally snapped.
Of the constant moaning and the drama, so she had to flee. And can you blame her? Can you really blame her? Because Doria Ragland has stayed massively loyal to Meghan. She drank the Kool-Aid for a period. She even was used as propaganda in the Netflix documentary series.
Allegedly, she packed her suitcase, walked out, and Meghan was left stunned. Witnesses even say Meghan begged her not to leave, pointing out that with her mother gone, she'd have no one to help juggle the kids, the house, and her newly signed Netflix deal.
Meghan was screamed, "Don't leave me, don't leave me." And Harry, who actually has leaned on his mother-in-law to be helpful emotionally to him. But she's going, and I don't think that she thinks everything's very good.
But Meghan's pleas didn't work. Even Harry, who had bonded deeply with Doria, was reportedly shaken and heartbroken by her decision. Still, nothing could convince Doria to stay. She wanted her freedom back, and she wasn't looking back. So where did Doria go after walking out of Montecito? Straight back to herself.
Mother thinks, this is enough. She can't talk to me like that. Who does she think she is? And so she doesn't want to do it like that anymore. And she might want to do yoga. She might want to actually have a life. She's 68 and she might want to do lots of other things. And she has helped enormously. And she's helped Meghan go out.
After 18 long months of carrying Meghan and Harry's baggage, she's chosen to reclaim her independence. Insiders say she's already reconnecting with her Los Angeles social circle, carving out a lifestyle that is hers alone, and yes, she's also returning to her work as a yoga instructor.
Very much, but you have to understand that your mother isn't a slave and she's not going to do all that work for you, however lovely it is. It's tiring.
This wasn't about her abandoning Archie and Lilibet. Far from it. Doria adores her grandchildren. She's bonded with them deeply, and she won't miss those grandma moments for anything in the world. She's already planning to visit them often, shuttling back and forth between her own residence and Montecito. But the difference now? She won't be tied down inside Meghan's mansion, playing nanny and housekeeper. This time, she'll be visiting as grandma, not as live-in help.
Doria is happy with how the family is doing now. She's ready to concentrate on her own life, but remains a key part of the family. She plans to visit often, but won't be living with them full-time again.
For Doria, this is freedom. For Meghan, though, it's a nightmare, because no amount of hired staff can replace the comfort, wisdom, and authority of a mother. Meghan has burned through plenty already, but when your own mom decides she needs space from you, that stings in a way no replacement can fix.
Our insider said the pair are totally lost, and Meghan must be thinking something is deeply wrong if even her own mom can't stand to live with her in a huge mansion. But the key point is, she got sick of the constant moaning and the drama, so she had to flee.
If you look at it, Doria's exit is actually not a surprise. She's not the first to walk away from Meghan. In fact, she's just the latest in a growing line of people who once stood by Meghan but have quietly slipped out of her orbit. Staff who used to be loyal to her have resigned, one after the other, describing her as difficult, mean, demanding, and impossible to please.
On the royal front, bad news for the Sussexes as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's chief of staff, a man called Josh Kettler, has reportedly quit after just 3 months in the role.
And it isn't just staff. Even celebrities who once proudly stood in Meghan's corner are distancing themselves. Oprah Winfrey, who famously gave Meghan and Harry that bombshell interview in 2021, has noticeably cooled things off. Tyler Perry, who once opened his home to the couple and acted as Archie's godfather, isn't exactly racing to be seen by their side anymore either.
I thought I'd be honored.
Tyler Perry reveals he is the godfather to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's daughter, Lilibet Diana. In the final episode of the couple's Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan, the media mogul recalls the moment he was asked to take on the big role in Lily's life.
But the biggest blow? The Beckhams. David and Victoria Beckham, once such close friends that they attended Meghan and Harry's royal wedding, have completely cut ties. And the reason is pure drama. Meghan reportedly accused Victoria Beckham of leaking private information about her to the press, branding her a snitch.
Has reported that global superstars David and Victoria Beckham are the latest people to be markled, a term coined by critics of the Duchess of Sussex for people ditched by her, with the Beckhams said to be furious after they reportedly accused them of leaking stories to the press.
That accusation didn't sit well with the Beckhams, especially considering how much they had supported the couple early on. The friendship soured almost instantly, and the Beckhams made the ultimate decision to cut ties with Meghan and Harry.
But look at the Beckhams, for example. They were gone because of a lie, because she believed incorrectly that they were leaking stories. So sometimes people get booted for something that isn't even their fault at all.
So when you put it all together, it paints a sad but telling picture. Meghan isn't just losing staff. She isn't just losing friends and family. She's even lost the one person you'd expect to never leave, her own mother. No personal assistant, no nanny, no PR team can ever replace the grounding presence of a mother. Sources say Meghan is confused and frustrated, trying to hire new people to fill the gaps. but she is still not changing how she treats people. She needs to know that people are not tools. They have feelings and free will. What do you think? Do you support Doria's decision to leave Meghan? And do you think Harry might be the next one to leave Meghan? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.